Welcome to the Firearms Insider Gun and Gear Review Podcast, episode 253, the It's Tony's Fault episode. On this show, we showcase gun reviews, gear, and anything else a gun enthusiast may be looking for. We strive to evaluate products from an unbiased and honest perspective. I'm your host, Chad Wallace from the Firearms Radio Network, your source for all things firearms related. And this is our Christmas want need show, or whatever you want to call it. It's got a bunch of stuff for gifts that you guys can buy us if you want, or
our begging list.
Yeah, or people might want, maybe. And tonight we have on the podcast Rob that you just heard, Tony and Zane.
Yo.
So, I didn't do anything in firearms but write a review. So what did you guys do?
Since they're on mute, I'll go ahead and go. Hey, last week was Thanksgiving. I did Thanksgiving with the family. Did a fond farewell with me and my sister to my father. And then, I spent the weekend cooking. I did some more sous vide action this weekend. I saw a ham hock on the sous vide machine, and then a turkey breast, a wild turkey that I shot earlier this year. Did that for 24 hours at 140 degrees in the old sous vide. Oh, that is so tender. So lovely. And then I make this cream.
I'm glad you shot the turkey, or else I was going to have to say that this is unrelated.
No, this is totally related. So is the pig. That's just the pig I shot.
Yeah.
So I'm talking what I do with with the animals. And then I got this cranberry sauce recipe from my aunt with that turkey. Freaking awesome. I tell you what, I meant to say this last week, but I mean, you want to talk about the power of nature and all this stuff. When I was up in North Carolina about 3 weeks ago, they were still picking up from that hurricane. I mean, there was crap on the roads and people were going by with big trucks or dump trucks with cranes and stuff on the back of them, picking up the junk from the floods, just like church pews. I mean, they're just stuff piled up. It's just horrible when I went up there. I think they're beginning to recover.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, that's you.
That's me. Tony, Zane. If they're talking, they're muting.
Yep, I'm here. I had to unmute. I'm here. I got some dry reps in with that trigger.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go to the range, but I got some dry reps in with it. Like it, but I'm doing a full review on it, so no point in really talking about it now.
Yeah, I get you.
Also started playing with a new holster I just got. I found another need for another holster that I did not have one that suited. It's ridiculous. I figured I had every holster possible, but I don't have a Glock light-bearing holster inside the waistband appendix that's also tuckable. So I had to order one of those. So I got that in. Was playing with that a little bit. That's pretty much it.
Well, if you don't go fancy places, you don't need to tuck your shirt in.
Well, so it's weird. Most people equate like wintertime with, it's my winter carry. I get to carry my bigger gun. I'm like, man, it's just harder for me to carry a gun when it's wintertime. Right, but when it goes to winter, I like to wear like long sleeve shirts, and typically if long sleeve shirts have buttons, they look better tucked in. So I'm like, it's harder for me to carry a gun in the winter, but whatever.
Just because you live where it's warm.
Yeah, I mean, in the summertime, I'll roll around in cargo shorts, a t-shirt, flip flop with a Glock 17.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Florida has two temperatures: hot and blazing hot.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
it's 56 degrees right now where I'm at, and that's freezing for me.
I tell you, because you need to get your weight up.
It's like my uncle said. He lives up in Buffalo, New York, and I'm telling him how cold it gets during the winter. He goes, "You kidding? That's summer up here. Shut up."
Yeah, it was like 55 here today, and I was like, man, it's hot outside.
Yeah,
you can tell like Disney or Wet and Wild right about now, or maybe in January. You can tell the Floridians that are there are like freaking bundled up. The Yankees are, well, man, this is shorts and a t-shirt, man. This is hot. This is a nice heat wave. This is comfy.
The Yankees. Oh my god.
Yankees.
Oh, dude, I don't miss that about being in Virginia at all. Just being born and raised in Virginia and hearing them say somebody's a Yankee, I just want to turn around and go, you lost that war, right? Traitor.
No, just round one.
So, what did I do? I had a lot of fun this weekend. I did a personal appearance over at Savage Cherrycoat, Spotswood. That was fun. Met a lot of cool people. But I also started the We Like Shooting Challenge. So I'll be posting video and pics up of that, which is a lot of fun. I'm doing different guns. I think I'll just start posting something every week from the We Like Shooting Challenge. If you don't know what it is, it's the stickers that you can get, or you can download it from welikeshooting.com. And it's a hostage shot I took. And of course, in my range, you have a 15-yard minimum. So all of my shots will have to be taken from a minimum of 15 yards. And I did a hostage shot on Aaron holding Sean as a hostage from 15 yards. Awesome.
Nice.
So
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that too. I heard him talking about that the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
I need to do that too. And yeah,
it's fun,
next time we can tell him to make pictures of like Tony or something.
Yeah, okay. But the funny part is this, and this is what I learned at the range. If I'm going to do the talk up, I'll do the talk up inside because it was 27 degrees outside.
Oh,
and I'm doing this is Tony from the Second Is for Everyone podcast, the largest. Oh man, I screwed it up and have to do it. I'm cold. I can't feel my hands. This is bull crap. I'm like, next time. So yeah, next time it's going to be me doing the talk up inside and then doing the shooting outside.
Sweet. Okay, well, I guess that puts us on to the announcements. Bandwidth sponsors our buddies at Patriot Patch Co. because, of course, they make awesome stuff. If you want new patches, they probably have some. If you want to join the Patch of the Month Club, which you should because they make awesome stuff, it's some night vision thing with Santa for December. I can't really explain it because I don't have it in front of me, but it's pretty cool. If you want to use our Gun Tech affiliate link, it's in the show notes. If you want to use our Amazon affiliate, it is also in the show notes at firearmsradio.tv/Amazon. And if you want to donate stuff from Black Bag Resources to the 2A4E diversity shoot, use the code 2A4E and your cart will be donated to Tony.
That's always a good thing.
Yes.
That's always good stuff.
Remember, today is Giving Tuesday.
That's Giving right.
Tuesday. The
give
largest,
to Tony.
Yeah,
give me stuff.
Gimme. And now, the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual co-hosts and do not reflect the official policy or position of the Firearms Radio Network and or their employers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is especially true on live shows. Now, we have no main topic, so tonight we're all going to be talking about stuff we want or need or just general cool stuff. And Chad is going to start off with his stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Tony erased the show notes.
Oh, well, then Tony is doing his stuff. Wait. Tony erased my show notes, too. I went ahead and recreated them and put them back in there.
Well, see, I missed one of mine. I was like, I don't know what it is. So.
Oh, he didn't just erase. Like he erased the whole
not just yours, mine. He erased everybody's but his.
He erased the whole thing.
I think you guys are just a bunch of slackers that didn't do your homework. All of my stuff is in there, and I have no idea what your problem is.
Yeah, when Tony texts me and there's a blank page, I'm like, "Oh, look, it's got a title."
It's like the old manuals from the military. This page intentionally left blank. It's like,
uh-oh. That's how
dude,
he felt.
It was hilarious because I was posting my stuff on the page and accidentally hit select all. Well, my phone fell 2 weeks ago during the Minuteman Challenge or 3 weeks ago. And it cracked the screen, so I have to hit the screen harder. Man, it erased everything on that page and backed completely out and saved the page. I'm like, oh, this is not good. All right, there's two things I can do right now. I can go ahead and text everyone and say, hey, guys, I messed up. I deleted all the show notes. Or I could just say absolutely nothing because no one knows who deleted all the show notes.
But you stood up and texted us.
You can pull a Tommy Boy. What'd you do?
Yeah, exactly.
He was thinking.
Did I do that?
No,
okay. I guess. Yeah, I put some stuff in the show notes. It got erased, so some of it I could remember. Like we said, this is just stuff we might want, might not want. First up, I put the Holosun because I'm a Holosun fanboy, I guess. Their HE510C green, which is their larger open reflex style sight, basically. List price on it's like $388. But basically it's their one for a rifle. It's got all their fancy features with it's got a solar panel, their shake awake, auto off, their multiple reticle system. It just happens to be in green. So I figured they're cool. They make good stuff. So I'd throw it in there. I'd like it. And next up is for all you people that have not seen this yet, but Kit Fox Designs decided to make some firearm shaped cookie cutters. And as we all know, I'm, fat or semi-fat and like cookies. And why would you not want your cookies shaped like a revolver and an AR and an AK and some pistol and an USPSA target? Yeah. Why would you not? They're only like $16 for the set. I mean, how can you not want those? Those things are
Come on, cookies taste better when they look like an AR-15.
It's probably true.
Actually,
or if they taste like crap, people know this is an AR-15. I don't care how bad they taste.
Yeah, right. And plus, it's really, really, really fun to trigger an anti-gunner in your family with cookies that are shaped like firearms, just to watch them flip out and then look at them and go, do you think the cookie is gonna hurt you?
It's the giving season. You make your cookies.
Is that an assault
decorate
cookie?
them. You decorate them like candy canes or something, and then you give them out to your neighbors because that's
you give them. You
thing
put
to
them on
do.
the table, and next to the cookies, you have a stack of 4473s. And Tony, he go to everybody. Yeah, I need to see your firearms ID card, please.
Purchase permit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah! In Jersey,
yeah, those are probably outlawed in Jersey already. You can't even have cookies shaped like that.
See, I was thinking something way more dark and sinister. So I'm glad.
I was too, but I'm leaving it alone.
I know. Yes, I think we all know that, but it's family friendly, so I guess that's all we can say. Next up is something a little more pricier at like $800, but Edible is now they pre-released it. I saw one of these at TriggerCon. It is their 1:10 by 30 scope. It is a first focal plane 1:10 power scope. This thing, the one I looked through was quite clear, but I think they're one of the first ones to bring to the market a 1:10 power scope. I mean, and it's a true 1 power. Why not? I mean, you got 1 to 4s, 1 to 6s, 1 to 8s, 1 to 10. That's awesome. I don't think you could put that on just about anything and not need any more power than that.
Does the reticle change as you zoom in?
Yeah, it's first focal plane. So
No, what I mean is the one like Trigicon has, the reticle goes from a dot to a crosshair.
Yes,
you can actually see it.
In their case, it kind of does. It's still a crosshair with little red hash marks. If you click on the link, you can look at it.
Okay.
And then as you zoom in, of course, it gets rid of the side crosshairs.
Gotcha.
You can read the numbers better, and I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's hard to explain without looking at it, but I just could not resist. I would love to have one of these. So that's kind of the thing. And because nobody else put this in there, or they did, and Tony erased it. As everybody knows, we all want ammunition, and everybody loves getting ammo if you know what type to get for
7.62 by 39
on your list. And so don't listen to Tony and buy me 9mm and 5.56, and I'll be happy.
I say give me the money and I'll buy what I need.
Yeah. Well, you just can't wait, can you?
Yeah.
Because next up on my list is gift certificates for either a gun store, Brownells, stuff like that. So we can just go buy our own guns or ammo, and you don't have to worry about trying to find us a nice present. You're basically just giving us money to spend recklessly on our hobby.
Hey, quick question. Someone in your family gives you a gift certificate to Dick's. What do you do?
What do you do?
Throw it away.
Yeah.
The
I'm
money
just
spent.
asking because
The money
that's what I'm
spent.
saying.
Yeah.
So
I go buy clothes.
It's just a question, because sometimes your family doesn't know about all this. So it's like,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
True.
and it's like, how serious do you take this, and what do you do with it? I'm not one of those guys that go, I'm gonna burn Nike now because Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
That was sad.
I'm not gonna burn my Nikes over that. Oh, come on, dude! Those neck jokes have been going on for like 2 weeks now, and they're still hilarious.
Man, I'm not in with the interwebs, man.
Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah,
Let me tell you,
I get what
I didn't
you're
buy
saying,
Nikes
Tony.
before the Kaepernick thing, and I'm not buying them now. So I haven't changed my opinion. And I guess you're right. When it comes to Dick's, you might as well spend the money because they've already got it.
I was gonna say you're not spending the money. They already got the money in their pocket.
Well,
so
exactly.
And that's the
you're
thing
not
is,
hurting them by not. You're helping them by actually not going and
Right.
getting stuff.
and at least like I said, I'd probably buy some clothes or something because, just don't buy guns and ammo from them.
Buy something where you get to $100 without going over it too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured I'd just go there on a sale and at least try to get the most I can out of the $100.
Oh yeah. Or do it online with all their clearance items and stuff that you can get mass sales on.
Oh yeah.
And then I'd
Or
send them
wait till
to
the day
Tony
after
Simon.
Christmas and get like the returns.
And
then
then
I'd send them to Tony Simon at 2A4E diversity shoot.
right, and then Tony would keep them. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
okay.
I don't know if Dick's has 5XL shirts.
Unless Dick's sell deodorant, there's nothing there I can wear in that store.
Well, there's a gun store I think in Texas or something that's doing some weird thing where they're taking anybody's gift card at face value as payment for the guns or something. So that might be an option.
Hello.
Yeah, that's kind
Like
of
they'll take a Starbucks gift card. They don't care. I can't
Okay.
remember the name of the gun store, but I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it.
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
So-
I wonder if Zane got Glocks on his Christmas gift.
I don't know, but yeah, it's segue time for Zane and his Glocks. But that was
segues don't work if you call them segues, right?
I know that's why I call them that. Because yours was pretty bad.
Okay, whatever.
Zane, you're up.
Yep. So over the next year, I want to get into the pistol red dot scene. So my list is very much stuff needed to do that. So I put on there a Glock course, G45, because I think that's the best Glock to put a dot on.
You could buy a slide for one of the Glocks you have.
I could.
Okay.
And I probably actually will end up doing that. I'll actually probably just end up sending my 19 off to have done, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'd really like to have a G45 with a dot on it.
Okay.
Trigicon RMO6 because I like it better than the RMO7 just slightly. Can't really tell the difference at close range, but further back you can. And, that's what I want. And then I kind of veered away from what we're supposed to do. And I just put in the show notes a class, but specifically one from either Modern Samurai Project or Sage Dynamics, because they both do red dot classes. I think actually Sentinel Concepts is going to start doing them this year too. So one of those three, a specific red dot class though, because, why not? And that's all I'm going to talk about.
This is what you want, so the heck with it. Class is always a good thing to do.
Well, and that's the thing is, and if somebody's looking for a certain class, or they're like, "Hey, I'd like to take this class," and you want to buy it for them for Christmas, I'm sure they probably wouldn't complain because I know I wouldn't.
And I'm totally biased, being that I, run a training program, but like a gift of training it's hard to. Everyone needs more training, I think. Well, maybe not everyone needs, but everyone could probably use a little more training. And it's I don't know. I think it's a cool gift, especially since I'm an instructor. I think it's a really cool gift to give to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you though. We really want people to get more training. And even if you've already had, let's say, I don't know, an a carbine class, an AR-15 carbine class, and you're up to a certain level, then either do something different or take that beginner thing. Oh, maybe you'll learn something else. You know what I mean? You just never know. All right.
And if you're like the majority of people out there and the only class you've taken is your state concealed weapons class, you don't have the first clue about like any
you got a lot of skill sets you need to work on.
Yeah.
And truthfully, you have a lot of skill sets that you actually need to be made aware exist.
Right. Yeah. And that's the big thing is the cliche of you don't know what you don't know, but it's absolutely true. You don't even know you need to be practicing certain things. So,
yeah.
That's why I like to take classes. But anyway.
Oh, and how's this? If you're too good for the room, take a class that tells you about your state's self-defense law and use of deadly force.
Yep.
All right, so my list is
that was much better, Tony.
Yeah, thanks a lot. thanks a lot. Manurin 357 Magnum revolver. If you guys don't know it, it's the French 357 revolver used by their special forces and SWAT teams, and it's one of those guns that has been built to be shot with full load 357 rounds all the time. One of their guns actually has over 1 million rounds through it, and that's a lot for a revolver, but it is built to use full house 357 loads. It is like the Korth revolver. It's in that same price range. I think a new one is like $3,500. So it is the top of the top when it comes to revolvers. Yes, better than your Smith & Wesson. Get over it. All right, the other one, I'm going through my handguns first, is from my friend Les Schaefer at Schaefer Precision Gun Works. I talk about him often when we talk about custom gun makers. How's this? For about the same price, you can get something from Smith & Wesson Performance Center, maybe a little bit more, actually. But you can get a gun built to your specifications with your own serial number, built just for you. And that's awesome because it's, Nighthawk Customs talk about, hey, we have one gunsmith build every gun. Well, you go to a dude who's a one-man shop, that one guy builds your gun, and I've checked his stuff out, and it's awesome. So I'd go with Schaefer Precision Gunworks 1911, and it would have my own serial number on it, which is awesome. Then I'd do Langdon Tactical Beretta Elite LTT. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a Beretta. Langdon, what's Langdon's first name?
Ernest.
Yes.
Yeah, Ernest Langdon was a United States Marine, did a lot of cool stuff, shooting team kind of things, and left the Corps. Did a lot of teaching in the Corps, but when he left the Corps, he went to work for Beretta. And he applied all of his ideas, and he also is a competition shooter, and he won major competitions using the double action, single action Beretta 92, put his ideas out there, started selling kits for his ideas about how to make a Beretta 92 a great carry gun and a great competition gun, and now he's putting out the entire thing himself.
Some episodes back, Tony probably remembers, we did talk about it.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Go ahead.
I can't remember. Is the Langdon? It's a G model Beretta, right? Decocker only.
A decocker. You can have the regular one too, but yeah, decocker. He also has the PX Storm pistols. That he did the carry version. My issues with it is this: I shot my first 92 back in '93. How crazy is that? I shot my first Beretta 92 back in '93 when I got out of the Corps, and I was trying to buy my first handgun. And I hated the long trigger pull. It was horrible. I couldn't keep it on target. It was just a mess. Well, my class 2 or 3 weeks ago, one of the guys had a 92, and it was hilarious because I had just finished listening to Langdon Tactical on primary and secondary. I took this thing out, and it shot like I couldn't believe because I have many, many, many more years of experience and much, much more time behind the trigger. And I was like, dude, I'm liking this Beretta 92. And if I get one, I want a top of the line one. So that's what I got that's the end of my handgun list. Sons of Liberty Gunworks. These guys were the first person to offer to send us a lure for the 2A4E. And they have something called a Morgan rifle, which is their version of an AR-10. one of the reasons I like Mike and Sons of Liberty is they know guns, they know ARs, and Sean. All of us talk about it when you go to a website and somebody has a AR-15 and you don't know anything about it. They have like 4 sentences, and you should buy their gun. He breaks down every single part of his rifle and tells you exactly what it is. And if you've ever listened to Mike on any show, this dude knows ARs and he can explain to you why every part's on there and why they work together. Plus, I think he has a lifetime warranty on his stuff, and they're not ridiculously expensive. What is this particular gun, the Morgan rifle? How much is this? You guys can click on it, right?
$23.75.
$2,300 for a freaking pimped out AR-10.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple of shows he's been on, and extremely knowledgeable dude. And I don't know if he does it for regular citizens, but for like copper types, like if you use the gun, like he'll send you another one while it's in evidence.
Oh no, he'll do it for regular citizens. That blew me away.
Yeah.
Yes. So you use your firearm in a self-defense scenario. Any firearm, the police are going to take it because it's evidence until they close the case. I mean, it's just the way it is. Sons of Liberty will send you another gun while your gun is gone.
I will say that for our listeners, go to the show notes and click on it, because when Tony says that he lists pretty much everything, he pretty much lists everything. And, you know, if there's a lot of stuff that he has listed, which is great, especially if you're looking, if you can't visually see one, you know, in person.
Now, Mike used to get on my nerves when I listened to the show, mainly because he was saying, it wasn't getting on my nerves, but it was he builds duty guns. He builds hard use guns. Now, most people don't use their gun as hard use, but he builds hard use guns. But here's the crazy part. He's got a sale going on right now that starts at $7.99 for his stuff. Dude, that is Springfield Saint prices. That is that thing from
the
tread. But no, seriously, that price right there, that gun kicks the treads butt and the Saints butt, and it's $7.99 to come in, and then he has another one for $9.99. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm putting it out there that this is a quality gun maker, a small businessman that makes some awesome ARs, and here's one that makes awesome AKs, and that's Rifle Dynamic from Jen Fuller, and it's the RD701 AK, and I want that in 7.62 by 39. These are awesome AKs. These are the ones you can actually modernize by putting red dots and everything on it. I want a regular AK. I want an awesome AK, and this is one I want. And again, it doesn't cost exceedingly like stupid amount. I mean, it's $2,200 AK, and some people freak out and go, a lot never. Understand, these are brand new, pretty much bills. This is what you're going to run into, especially at this level. You know what I mean? If you've watched, you saw what happened with Century and their newest AK. Or was it Century or Palmetto State Armory that put out the newest AK and it fell apart within like?
I'm gonna guess Century, but
yeah, I remember.
It fell apart.
Don't quote us on this.
Yeah. So anyway, what I'm saying is that's the price of really, really good AKs, and if you've never pulled a trigger or shot a really good pretty much custom AK, you don't know what you're missing. So those are my things. They're not ridiculously high level guns. They're guns pretty much all of us eventually could buy if you really, really wanted it. That's the angle I went.
Did you want to do the Henry repeating arms or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it because it's under the AK thing. Yeah, and Henry repeating arms. I looked at their all weather. Henry helped us out too. So I'm putting it out there. I mean, you know, being open and honest, some of these companies that actually helped us. It's diversity shoot, but Henry makes great stuff. I have their Big Steel 357, and this 4570 is something I've drooled over. I cannot find any excuse for me to actually have a 4570.
Do you need an excuse?
No,
I do. Well, I do because of what I do. I mean, I could channel that money into something else. You know what I mean? I could buy something else with it. But yeah, I want one. I want one really badly.
I see.
Nice.
Yeah. So now that Tony's told us his Christmas wish list for his rich friends, which is nobody here. Now we're on to Rob, which Rob kind of has a cool idea. I'll let him explain what his stuff is that he put in here.
Basically, I'm doing my next rifle build. This is going to be pretty much my next rifle piece by piece, except for the last item I'm going to get to. The first one I chose is the base of the platform is a Ruger Precision Rifle 6.5 Creedmoor. I've got the Ruger Precision in 308, and I absolutely love it. It's a great firearm, bang on at 500 yards. It'll outshoot me, you know. And I really wasn't keen on the 6.5 Creedmoor round until I got my hands on a friend's rifle. It's a Kimber in 6.5 Creedmoor, and that is a really nice shooting round. It's a flat shooting round. To me, it was an easy shooting round. It's not one of these that it's going to, kick you like a mule or what have you. So that's the base rifle. And then the scope, I went with the Vortex Razor AMG. It's a 6-24x50 with the first focal plane. I chose the MOA one. If you're into what's the other one? The mill one.
MRAD or whatever.
Mills. Yeah, if you want the mill one, you can have that one. You know, whatever you want to do. I mean, all my scopes right now are in MOA, so I really don't want to switch over and learn mills. I figure it's easy to just stay with MOA, but they're, you know, relatively the same. But this is like the top of the line Vortex scope. I mean, like top of the line, like $3,600.
Yeah, it's 3 times the price of the rifle, basically, or twice. Yep.
Well, it's fine. The rifle's like $1,600. This is $3,600. So you're looking at $5,200 total. So yeah, it's yeah. Anyways, and then match that up with some Vortex Precision matched rings, because I know a lot of people say, oh, buy the rings and lap them or compound them or this, that, and the other. The Vortex Precision matched rings, yes, they're $100, $120 for the set. But they're precision matched. They're basically a kit or a pair when they build them and they outfit them. So when it comes off the assembly line, they're matched. You don't need to worry about, you know, lapping them or bonding them or any of that kind of crap. You can throw them right on your rifle and go for it. I was talking to Vortex, and they actually recommend, a lot of people will say get maybe a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch rise. They're saying for a Ruger Precision rifle to go with a full 1 inch riser to get the elevation.
That makes sense, actually, to me, with that style gun.
And I did that for my 308 Ruger, and I've had very, very good results with it so far. And that's probably go with the same thing for this one, except I think I chose the 9.95 inches. I might go with the 1.5 inch ones, but it's the same price. I mean, and then for the bipod, I saw the Magpul bipod, and because this is an M-Lock, I went with the M-Lock bipod. But I saw that at NRA last year, got to play with it and mess around with it, and it actually seems to me to be a pretty sturdy bipod. So I'd like to try it out, and for $120 or something. Try it out. If I like it, great. If I don't, go to something else, and I can put that bipod on another rifle I have. So that's the actual rifle build out. Now, I didn't put ammo on there because, I mean, I know it's a given we're going to need ammo.
I already did it for us all.
Yeah, you got the ammo. I'll take ammo though. But then for something fun, just a toy, just to have fun around the house, I chose the Bug Assault, which, if you don't know what it is, just go buy it. It's a little pump gun. It's like a Nerf gun that shoots salt. It shoots a little blast of salt, and you can use it to take care of bugs rather than using a fly swatter. Because, I mean, you can either try to swat at a fly, or you can shoot salt at them.
Well, and, you know, I will say people at my house have, you know, attempted and succeeded at shooting flies out of the air with it. So it is possible.
I mean, I've used it on wasps, cockroaches, flies, ants, you name it.
Yeah, yeah.
And spiders. I know a friend of mine has one, and they've got a laser pointer for it. They actually bought a laser device for it.
Yeah, they actually make something for it. A little Bug Assault themselves make a little laser pointer for it.
Absolutely hilarious. The funny thing about it, the front of the barrel says, "Do not shoot at eyes or face."
Well, yeah,
my face.
You gotta practice those firearm safety rules with it.
Well, I understand, but that basically, they don't say nothing about the rest of your body. So waiting for someone to do something stupid, you know?
So people that live with you are fair game, is what you're saying.
Could be.
They may or may not be at my house. Yes, I will say bug assaults are pretty fun. But yeah, when I saw this in here, I was like, that's pretty funny.
Now, Tony, can you own a bug assault in Jersey?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Jerks.
No, I'm serious. I'm sorry. I'm just being serious.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we can own a bug assault. We can't own a slingshot. We can't own an air gun without a pistol purchase permit, but we can own a bug assault. Just don't tell nobody or they'll own it.
I was gonna say,
yeah, right. I was gonna say, let's
mind.
not spread that because
Yeah.
they might try to ban it.
Yeah. So everybody
Lies,
in New
matter,
Jersey,
man.
go buy one. That's what I'm saying. Well, as I didn't put my review in here this week, I'll do it next week. It is up on the website, so you can go look it out. So we're gonna have a quick show, which works out well for me tonight, and probably everybody else. So we are on to listener feedback, which I did not find any from iTunes. So we're going to say there isn't any. Tony, it's all you now again.
I couldn't find any, so there is none. What I'd like to go ahead and say is thanks everybody always for donating. I got donations actually today for the Second is for Everyone. I think it's awesome. The Second is for Everyone Diversity Shoot, the last one of the year, is being held on December 6th at Gunfire High Range in Woodland Park. Thank you for all the guys who bought tickets, guys and girls who bought tickets. Again, if you want to introduce someone to firearms for the first time, or you just want to come out and shoot some really cool guns, I'm thinking I'm bringing the 357 out. They had the work done by Patriot Gun Polishing and the Henry Big Boy Steel in 357, so you guys can poke holes and stuff with that. I think I'm bringing that out this time. What I also like is the 2A4E podcast has been getting made, except my podcast app hasn't been distributing it. Hasn't distributed it. Oh my God.
So your distribution is messed up.
Yeah, like that sentence was. Yeah,
Wow.
So my distribution isn't working. So if you could go and check it out just on Anchor itself or Spreaker or even listen to it on YouTube, you can do that. But the last 2 episodes just hasn't gone out. And it's ridiculous. And they keep telling me it's a problem. Now, what I'm hoping is it's not that they're anti-gun and just aren't putting my podcast out. That's what I'm hoping for. Because they're small, but I'm doing significant numbers on it. And then all of a sudden I just had problems and they can't seem to fix it. So anyway, so you can donate to us if you really want to help us out. You can be a patron on Patreon. And at $5 and above, you're going to be entered for really cool stuff. I bought a lot of stuff on Black Friday, and you're going to be able to win stuff. I think we're going to start at this point doing drawings every month. So as soon as we really want to get that knife thing kicked off, so you guys can have knives with logos on them and your own serial number and a letter from us thanking us for helping us. That's what's going to happen with that. You can go to our website and listen to some of our old podcast, The Second is for Everyone, or diversityshoot.com. You can purchase a ticket at 1022. Excuse me. You can purchase T-shirts at 1022clothing.us. So that was the GoFundMe, the Patreon. You can buy a T-shirt, buy tickets for the next diversity shoot on Eventbrite. And truthfully, even if you're not in the area and you want to help us out, you can buy a ticket on Eventbrite. I don't think we're going to be flooded for the last one because it's near Christmas. So yeah, buy tickets there. Even if you don't live in the area and you just want to donate, we'd appreciate it. All right. So as always, thanks a lot, guys. I just can't say this enough. And since Thanksgiving just passed, I'll go ahead and say it. Look, I'm very thankful for everyone that listens to us and has donated to us or even shot us an email for the work we've been doing since 2015. Thank you very much.
Yes. We're thankful that you're doing the work for that because, you know, all we do is this podcast and that's not really anything, right?
Well, if you have to do it twice because somebody erases the show notes.
That's just because you're old now. You just had a birthday.
Yeah, my birthday was Thanksgiving.
Yep. See?
On Thanksgiving.
See, that's why you're getting forgetful. Don't know how to erase show notes or anything.
What's this button do? Oh my goodness! I broke the iPod.
I broke the internet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Send questions, comments, or feedback to gungearreview@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe and leave us an iTunes review. Check out all the other shows on the Firearms Radio Network at firearmsradio.tv. Be sure to visit the Firearms Insider for reviews and industry coverage. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook/Firearms Insider. Tony is
Facebook.
contagious.
Facebook.
The Facebooks.
Follow us at Firearms Insider on Instagram. And thank you for listening to the largest pound for pound podcast on the network. And we are out.
Bye, Felicia.